So the 2024 NBA Draft Combine is over, and I want to give you guys some of the winners and losers from this past Combine. I was actually on the scene at the Wintrust Arena in Chicago for this Combine. It was my first one ever in person, and I will say you get a great evaluation up close in the same building as these prospects, and you can kind of hear the chitter chatter in the arena as well on maybe who's having a good Combine and who's not. The first winner we're going to talk about is actually going to be Bronny James. I know Bronny was the talk of the town over the last couple of days in the Combine, but Bron actually showed up to Wednesday's scrimmages. I was a few seats over from him, which was actually kind of crazy. But Bronny had a really good first day with the measurement section. He ended up testing extremely well athletically. He had a 40.5-inch vertical leap that placed him fourth highest among Combine participants, and a 32-inch no-step vertical, a 3-second time in the shuttle run drill, a 3.09 second in the three-quarter court sprint, and 10.9 seconds in the pro lane agility drill. And if you map that out against other guards going into this draft, he tested really well. But what was also notable from Bronny over the last couple of days was his shooting. Bronny had outstanding accuracy in the three-point star shooting drills. He went 19 for 25, second best behind UConn's Alex Caravan, as well as off the movement three-point shooting drill, hitting 77% of his attempts in the side mid-side pull-up shooting drill. He also looked really comfortable in day 2 of the scrimmages, having 13 points and knocking down 2 threes, and ended up getting player of the game honors for this one. So obviously there was a lot of talk, will Bronny get drafted? And if you take out the LeBron side of things, Bronny's projected to be like your Marcus Smart, Miles McBride caliber of player. I do think that the talent is there. He's going to need a little bit of time to develop, but I think this Combine, a definitive answer if Bronny's going to get drafted or not. Came in as expected, 299 pounds, 7'5" in shoes. He has a near 7'11" wingspan and a 9', 7.5" standing reach. These are really unprecedented figures for somebody. You really can't compare him to another player in NBA history. Jonathan Givony of ESPN kind of compared him to a Boban Marjanovic and Shaquille O'Neal hybrid. He was actually in last year's NBA Draft Combine, but he withdrew from the draft. He tested better this time around in pro lane agility drill, had a better vertical leap and three-quarter court sprint time, and definitely shown improvement with his mobility as well, something scouts are really gonna like to see. And something Edey wants to do is develop an outside shot, and he put on pretty impressive showing in the shooting drills, hitting threes off movement, spotting up and pulling up off the dribble, showing some real potential in that area, as he has long insisted he possesses and wants to bring to the NBA level to make him more of an appealing prospect to scouts and GMs. Actually, for our first loser, it's going to be somebody that wasn't even at the Combine, and it's Nikola Topic. So Topic is in that tier 1 group of point guards, right? It's Topic, it's Dillingham, Collier, and Topic wasn't there to be in front of scouts. He was currently playing overseas, and there's a lot of question marks with Topic's outside shot that he could have really demonstrated to these scouts and GMs. But he was playing in the Adriatic League Finals in Serbia, and he went down with what appeared to be a serious leg injury, and it was really scary when that news came out. Fortunately, a post-game examination revealed Topic avoided serious injury, and he will not require surgery, but just not being at the Combine and suffering an injury overseas definitely hurt and impact Nikola Topic's draft stock just a little bit. Man, how could we not talk about Kentucky guard Reed Sheppard as a standout from this Combine and an absolute winner? Sheppard tied with Devin Carter and Trenton Flowers for the highest max vertical leap at 42 inches. I mean, we saw the athleticism from Reed Sheppard at Kentucky this past season, but nobody was expecting him to be at the top end of the vertical leap at the Combine, and he showed that. In the shooting drills, he was lights out and money. The shot looks fantastic. It's NBA ready. It looks like every shot is the exact same. Beautiful form, and that's a benefit from being at the Combine in person, as you're able to see these shooting drills actually go on and not just go off the statistics that get posted online. And I will say, Reed Sheppard's shot looks phenomenal right now. You guys know that I love Ryan Dunn as a prospect, but unfortunately he did not have a great Combine. Dunn is going to be one of the best defenders in this draft class. He's projected to be the best perimeter defender out of anybody in this year's draft, but the one knock on Dunn that's really limiting him from being a lottery pick is his outside shot. Ryan Dunn shot 20% from 3 this past season at Virginia, knocking down just 7 threes on 35 attempts. And Dunn had a chance at the Combine to really show that he's been working on his outside shot, but unfortunately in these spot up shooting drills, he finished with one of the worst scores, going 8 for 25 at a 32% clip, a below average score in the three-point star drill, going 10 for 25 at a 40% clip, falling behind other big men like Zach Edey, Yves Misi, and Cal Filipowski, not a great look, and was behind Donovan Clingan and Zach Edey in the shooting off the dribble drills as well, where he went 11 for 30 at a 36.7% clip. Dunn would be a for sure top 20 pick if he had somewhat of an outside shot, but the limitations there may actually push him into the second round, unfortunately. So the 2022 draft, a player in the combine games usually stands out and elevates their draft stock. That year, it was Jalen Williams coming out of Santa Clara. This past year, it was Brandon Pojemski in the 2023 draft, also coming out of Santa Clara. And the player that I think helped his draft stock the most in the combine games has to be KJ Simpson out of Colorado. Simpson played great in the combine games. Simpson this past season averaged 20 points for Colorado, a team that won 2 NCAA tournament games. And he's someone that shows great passing ability. He's unselfish and he has great creativity and impressive timing and pace. He's a first-round pick at this current moment, and his play at this past combine has elevated himself into a potential first-round pick. Unfortunately, another loser at the combine, in my opinion, is my guy, somebody I love in this draft, and it's Cam Spencer out of UConn. He didn't test particularly well, and we kind of knew that coming out of UConn. He's not the most athletic player in this draft, but unfortunately shot 2 for 12 in the first combine game and really didn't get to play much in the second game either. And I still think Cam Spencer gets drafted at the end of the second round, but I'm hoping that this combine didn't put in the potential that he's undrafted in the 2024 draft, because Cam is a really good prospect. And for my last winner, I'm going to go with Devin Carter out of Providence. Carter's known for his toughness and physical style of play, and he is somebody that tested as one of the best athletes in this class. He was tied for the highest max vertical jump with Reed Sheppard and Trenton Flowers at 42 inches. He had a 35-inch standing vertical, also tied for the top score, and set a combine record for the 3/4 court sprint time in under 3 seconds. Carter has great size for his position. He's able to knock down shots. He can play defense, and he can crash the glass as well. We're watching what the New York Knicks are doing with their guards and wings, crashing the glass and out hustling their opponents. And teams and scouts and GMs are going to look at that and see what they can get out of Devin Carter in this year's draft. And I think now there's a good chance that Carter goes in the lottery. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know if you did by dropping a thumbs up. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of these in the comments. Yes, there's obviously other players that are winners from this combine as well, so you can let me know those in the comments as well. You guys will be getting a post-combine mock draft this weekend, so be on the lookout for that, and I'll catch you all there. Peace.